Hi, I'm Kathleen Sams with Red Heart Yarns, and today we're going to work on the Let's Be Warm throw. Now, there's several stitches and techniques that are used in this. So first of all, I want to talk to you about the hooks that are being used on this. It is a circular crochet hook with a hook on both ends. So this is what it will look like. And it's similar to Tunisian, but there's a little bit of a different technique on this one. And here is the actual piece that we've started working on. So you can see how wide it's actually going to be. It has 120 stitches that you have to chain. So this will be how wide your afghan is as you're working on it. Now, I suggest you make a swatch so you can practice on these stitches. I've done mine on 16 stitches. So this way you can actually see, how it's going to work out before you start the full project. Now, we've already got this set up. If you know how to do Tunisian, this is a little bit of a variation on it. We're going to learn to do the knit stitch and the purl stitch. So we're ready to start working on our knit stitch. We go in, right like that, pull it up, and in this case, we're leaving all of these on the hook. There's a knit stitch. Did you see how I went through that? Now we're going to come back and do a purl stitch. Through the back. And you see, here's where it's going, right here. Let me do one more and then I'll open this up a little. All right, here is your stitch right here. And we're going to take our hook, insert it through the front between those two. That's your knit stitch. Let's do another one. There we go. Then you take your hook to the back, again doing the same thing through that stitch or the two loops there. From the back side, this is a purl stitch. And you repeat this across. Let me get all the way across the row for you. There we go, 2 knit stitch. And per your pattern, you're going to repeat this the number of times that it tells you, and you have several color sections. Let me get all the way across here. There's that. And then on your last one, you're going to go through the very last and pull that one loop up. All right, now to take these off, this is like you would normally do on an afghan or an afghan stitch or Tunisian. Yarn over through your first loop, then you yarn over through 2, through 2, through 2, all the way across. Now when we get to the other end, let me show you here, we'll get all the way across. And follow your pattern on where it tells you to turn. Now, when you're normally doing this type of thing in a Tunisian, you're working strictly from the front. With the double end hook, you're going to be turning every other row. So we've got those two on. What we're going to do is go back across the row, get our loops on there. So again, we're going through like this, and we're going to purl. And once you get your 2 rows set, then you're actually going to go switch every other end or every other row on the end. So let me get across here for you and show you how to turn it. Okay. And we have 2 knit stitches. I'm going to speed up a little bit so I can get to the end. Here we go. Can you see? Sometimes it's a little hard to find. And you might want to just take your hook and slide it, grab the hook and open up that stitch. Okay, here we have our last 2. And then as I said, in the end, pick up those last 2 loops. Now what we're going to do is we're going to turn this and add another ball of yarn here and take the loops all the way off like we did before. So it's every other row like that. You're going to work your 2 purl stitches, 2 knit stitches, put your loops on, and then take them off and turn every other row. And then following the pattern, then you'll have your next row between the color sections. You're actually going to have a little ruffle. So I'll show you how to put the ruffle on next.